Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa, and in this video, I'm going to share 3 pictures of myself. Since a picture paints 1,000 words, I thought I would do it sort of this way to show you my journey. This first picture that you're looking at now was taken approximately 1 year before I left my narc husband. I had just returned from a month-long spiritual retreat in Mexico. It was awesome, and I was feeling great. I had actually, when this photo was taken, just come back from teaching a yoga class, and I had identified my husband as being a narcissist at this time, but I was flying high from the vibes of my month-long retreat, and I was feeling super overconfident that now that I knew what I was dealing with, I could fix him. I could fix our marriage. I could get him to see just how abusive his behavior was and thus get him to change. When I look at this picture now, I see a hopeful, naive, but enthusiastic me, believing everything was going to get better. I was looking at life through rose-colored glasses. Now, ironically, it was not long after this photo was taken that his abusive behavior amped up to an unbearable level, and I began to doubt I could fix anything. Now, this second picture, which I really hesitated on putting this out here on the internet, looks vastly different. It was taken about 18 months after the first picture you saw. So this photo was taken days after my divorce was finalized, and on the day this picture was taken, I had just found out that my extremely vindictive ex-husband had destroyed my father's urn and ashes. As you can see, my skin is obviously pale because I almost never left the house. I wasn't even getting in the sun. Actually became vitamin D deficient during this time. And my eyes looked lifeless. And that's how I felt. I had been crying all day prior to this photo over the loss of the marriage. Even though I was the one who left, I was still mourning that because I was mourning the loss of the man that I believed my ex to be, the illusion of who I thought he was. And mostly, I was grieving the loss of my father's remains, and I was completely in shock that anyone could do such a thing. Now, I've dropped the link to the video on that, as well as the tribute video to my dad, in the description box below if you want to check that out. Now, this final picture was taken very recently. More than a year had gone by since the divorce, and just so you know that before I even started this channel, I stayed completely off all social media for approximately 5 months. During that time, I dedicated almost every waking hour to my healing, and I employed several methods, pretty much anything that resonated with me. That included meditation, prayer. I got counseling for the CPTSD that I had been diagnosed with, along with the anxiety and the depression. I got neurofeedback, highly recommend that, really helps with every one of those things I just mentioned. I was talking with supportive family and friends. I got back into nature. I was finally getting the rest and the sleep that I desperately needed and had been seriously deprived of while I was with him. I got back into exercising more, which had always been a part of my routine, but I sort of just didn't do anything for a while. And I began eating a healthy diet once again. Biggest thing, I cut off anyone who was still in contact with my ex. And as for my ex, from the moment I went no contact, which was the day I served the divorce papers, I have not been in contact with him since, outside of court procedures. That's it. And luckily that has been via the internet. So I have to see him and hear him, but I don't have to be in the same room with him, thank God. And the reason I'm sharing these photos is to illustrate that you can absolutely recover and heal from the abuse that you endured. And not only that, you can come out of that nightmare stronger than ever. It does take time. It does take determination. And more than anything, it takes a lot of self-love. So if you're feeling hopeless, like your life will never get better, that you will never regain your light, I am living proof that you can. Be easy with yourself. Be patient. Turn that love that you once showered on the narcissist upon yourself, because self-love is really the greatest love there is. Without it, you don't have much to give others. It comes from inside, right? So the more you love yourself, the more love you do have to give. Now, I hope that this video and this channel gives you inspiration and hope for a better you and a brighter future. Thank you all so much for watching, and may your day be abundantly blessed.